Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and as to me again, I am back on the camera on my GoPro, recording, ensuring that I'm not forgetting to record the video. At this point, it's a habit. It's becoming more something I have to do every day, as long as I can get some time. And for a couple few days, I've been actually coming in home late, and like I always say, I have to wake up at 7:30, but unfortunately sometimes I sleep like 1:20, 1:30, 12 o'clock, and sometimes I have like a very intensive day, tasks, stress, jobs, and what else can I say, getting for a new place to move. Those things gonna build the stress on you, and so I've been getting home late, and I wake up earlier because I have to build a discipline. But now, as I speak, I actually went to school, and I do not feel it. I do not have the mood to do the work. I don't have the mood to apply for jobs. I did not attend the webinars. I'm sort of missing the webinars. I'm missing a lot of networking stuff. I attended one webinar, but I was in a gym. So when I went to campus, I was supposed to skip the gym today and do the gym tomorrow, but I ended up actually moving my tomorrow's gym to today, then the next day to tomorrow, then the next day over to next day, sort of thing. So as I speak, I don't pretty much have anything that I've done so far, and I just want to say that here in Washington DC, things aren't going great as the government is already shutting down. So we are in about second week or so with the government shutting down, and as far as I can remember, the Democrats do not approve the budget. So this is becoming more like a problem. Excuse me. I am indifferent. I'm not getting affected by the government shutdown because I already don't have a job. My school is going on as normal. I haven't seen any networking events getting cancelled so far, so everything's been functioning as normal. And just the Congress shutting down, and the Washington DC is basically empty, so there isn't that many people on a bus, in a train, on the streets, because I believe some people are probably somewhere home on a vacation or something. So it's not fun if you think about it, but it's pretty cool, you know. I think it's one of the wonderful things that you get to enjoy when you don't have people in suits walking around and stressed and those things. So hopefully, but when the government shuts down, a lot of things don't function. Like today, the day before yesterday, there was a job posted on Washington Metro Transportation Authority website, and the job was really wonderful. It was a project management job, and I sent to my friend on LinkedIn who's been looking for a job, which he already has a job. But he responded and said, I have a job already. Thanks for sending me this. But then I clicked on the link to see if the job is actually available, and the link was not functioning. So the entire website was kind of shut down. Because I am currently in school and I don't really get involved in things like the news, or I don't have a family member that works for the government. I never worked in the government. I don't have to rely on the government. The public transportation that I work for, only it's part of the DC Metro, not necessarily the federal government. So I have not been affected by in any way. But you can see, like, on the campus, there are a few people. So I'm pretty sure that people that I go to in school with on campus are probably, uh, you know, relying on the government or their family members in the government as the employees. So lots of economic activities kind of pauses when things like this happens. It's not cool. It doesn't really necessarily help at all. But I just want to say that I have been progressing. I've been gaining the muscle, as you can see. Been hitting the gym, the gym, the chest. So I've been progressing, even though the government is shutting down. The job is hard to get. I am personally just taking care of myself. That's all you need to do. Take care of yourself, manage your stress, sleep. And because I've not slept enough for the past few weeks, I've been very low on the mood. My mood has changed. I also think that going to the gym and drinking protein shakes kind of puts my mood more of a very fatigued state. Something that I need to work on, and I cannot do that by sleeping and eating more food. So that's pretty much all I have for the updates. Today is Wednesday, so it's first Wednesday for the first month of October, excuse me. And yeah, here I am, and it's during the day, so I came back home earlier. I didn't have anything to do, so I have an homework to do tomorrow, but I'm not in the mood. When I'm not in the mood, I cannot really function. I cannot do anything. So let's talk about the webinar. I attended the webinar here in Washington DC, and I mentioned this before. The webinar was hosted by Travelers Insurance Company, and there was a speaker is here in DC talking about the cybersecurity. And I never thought about this, but when you go to a company, let's say in a restaurant, or you go to a grocery store, or you buy something from Amazon, or you go to the bank, you only think about the physical things. When we talk about insuring things, we only think about the physical things. Now we do have health insurance, Medicaid, medical insurance, those things, right? But there are other types of insurance that we really don't talk about, and that is cybersecurity crimes. Companies can be vulnerable. Companies can lose money. I think Sunny ahead of me, so I'm gonna have to turn my camera this way. There we go. This looks better. The cybersecurity. I think this looks better. Okay, over here. The cyber crime is some of the things that insurance companies need to cover, or they need to care about the most. So one of the, for example, if you buy something from Walmart and you put in your credit card, right? Your credit card can easily be compromised. Somebody can access it and eventually purchase more goods from Walmart, and then your money won't be back anymore. However, with the insurance companies covering the cost, companies have to pay for insurance companies like Travelers to make sure that they can handle your cybersecurity, hire experts, give some advices, and if something happens, let's say you buy something from Walmart and then Walmart ends up having your credit card is compromised, or if Walmart itself loses some money, then insurance companies can cover the extra cost. That is called cybersecurity insurance sort of things. We better think about these things, but nowadays with the AI and technology, ChatGPT, agentic AI, corporations and governments are vulnerable for technology, because this product, agentic AI, they run in your server. They store all the stuff in your server, they have to access your computer. They need to know a lot of things in your computer. And even though we know how social media works, we took some time to prevent social media from exploiting our security. That's because back when social media came up, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, the internet didn't have much data. People didn't put much data outside. People are still using cash. People are still buying things in the store. We didn't have big online shoppings. We didn't have COVID shipping everybody to work from home. But now we have people working from home, buying things from home, making decisions from home. All right. Some policies are passed from home. Some education curriculums are taking place from home. And all of these decisions, sometimes they even devices like Alexa, they record our voices from home. We control our temperature from home. And, self-driving cars, and this data is meant to make, this collection of data is meant to make our lives easier, until we realize that, our life, instead of making our lives easier, it's actually exploiting us. So when people learn about social media, we are able to restrict it, go to the settings and change it. But we haven't done that yet for companies like ChatGPT or any other AI you can think of. So today the discussion was talking about how you should be careful when you use AI. You should be careful when you use social media. The guy, he's a cybersecurity expert here in Washington DC. He described how we should ensuring that you're not responding to the messages that ask you for a job opportunity. There are instances I've received many of these where people will pretend to be my boss because I posted on LinkedIn that I'm starting a job on internships at Project Destiny. So the guy who's the leader of Project Destiny, his name is Cedric Bobo. Somebody that pretended it was him, and he sent me a message that asking, hey, this is your boss. Can you send me some money? I need some money immediately, as soon as possible. So I knew this was a cyber problem. I knew it was a scam. So I played around and made some stuff up. I told him that I'm a child, I'm 16 years old, and told him that I only have I can only use my dad's credit card, and then I can call 911, stuff like that. So but anyways, he stopped texting me. But I get tons of those. I get tons of emails, the scam emails, and all I can do is just ignore them. I do also used to get phone calls, but I thankfully I'm using Apple, so I can block off all the phone calls, whether I know you or not. If you're calling me and your number is not saved, I'm not gonna pick up your phone. It's just gonna go automatically to the voicemail. You can choose to leave the voicemail. You can choose to text me. I have no time to rush. I really don't rush. It's not like I'm gonna get paid or any financial incentives, anything like that. So I've just been doing that. It's been working great. Other than that, the guy spoke about how we could be careful. Now, something that he mentioned, which is linked to the government in Washington DC, because he was asked by the moderator that the government did cut off some fundings for some people, but also they did cut the fundings for cybersecurity experts. So you could be a cybersecurity professional, you wanna protect the nations and do all these good things, but the government cuts the funding. Now with no fundings, you run into the problem of having our data compromised, because we need our data. The government needs our data. The government uses our social security, people with retirements, right? The government is linked to financial transactions, money laundering, those things. cryptocurrency scam, and with the government cutting down the fundings, this is a problem as it could jeopardize the American people and also financial systems. That's all for today. Like always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao ciao, bye bye.